this evening. Tough day to be without electricity.
Yeah.
People in South Carolina and around the country mourning the loss of one of the most well-known figures in the U.S. Senate.
Senator Lindsey Graham has died at the age of 71 after what his office describes as a brief and sudden illness. Mark Liverman reports.
If you want to have more accountability, count me in.
Lindsey Graham served South Carolina in the U.S. Senate for more than 2 decades after first being elected in 2002. Prior to that, he represented the state's 3rd congressional district in the U.S. House and served in the South Carolina General Assembly.
If you want a more modern border, we need money to do it.
Graham became one of the nation's most prominent Republican voices on national security and foreign policy. He recently returned from Ukraine, where he had long pushed for continued U.S. military and humanitarian aid.
Boundaries no longer matter if you can rewrite boundaries by the force of arms.
Over the course of his career, Graham chaired the Senate Judiciary Committee and later the Senate Budget Committee, playing a major role in high-profile Supreme Court confirmations. Graham's relationship with President Trump evolved from sharp critic to a close ally in Congress.
President Trump had to take action. I think Iran was just weeks away from having enough material to make 8 to 10 nuclear bombs.
Tributes have poured in from leaders across the U.S. and around the world, praising his decades of public service. Under South Carolina law, Governor Henry McMaster will appoint a temporary replacement while the state prepares for a special Republican primary to fill the seat in August.
And reaction following the announcement of Lindsey Graham's passing today. This comes from, among others, President Trump.
Yeah,
well, it's devastating. I thought he was fine. He called me last night. He just got back from Ukraine, and he had a great trip. He was telling me about the trip. He was pushing very, very hard. You probably know he wanted to do the Save America Act. That he was talking about that. He was full of vim and vigor. He was tired. He said, "I'm tired because it's a long trip." But other than that, he was fine.
The comments come after the president posted about Graham's death on Truth Social, calling him one of the greatest people and senators he has ever known. The post says, quote, "He was always working and was a true American patriot. Lindsey will be greatly missed." Flags at the White House are flying at half-staff in honor of Graham.
Lindsey Graham's death is also getting reaction from overseas, including from Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who just met with Graham in Ukraine on Friday.
Zelensky calling Graham a true defender of freedom and values that make our world safer. He says Graham visited Ukraine 10 times during the Russian invasion, and they remained in constant dialogue. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu calling Graham an American patriot on Fox News.
Way with him. He was a wonderful, wonderful friend, a great American patriot, and a great champion of the Israel-American alliance, and I'll miss him personally a lot. I really thought the world of him.
Former U.S. Ambassador to Israel Michael Oren told the Associated Press Graham's death is a diplomatic and strategic loss for Israel.